In my lifetime, I do not believe I've ever heard a presidential candidate mention their desire to abolish the Department of Education the way you have. While I agree that the educational system is broken, and it surely is, please explain how you plan on abolishing and overhauling the educational system when you become president, and especially how long into your presidency would you act on this plan?
So, quickly, year one, because I think that your ability to get things done, they go down over your time in office. Again, learning from my predecessors here, this is why I'm going first, not with the legislative agendas, because that's designed to go slowly through Congress. The pinprick in Trump's momentum was when Congress was asked to repeal and replace Obamacare. Congress didn't want to do it, and then that deflated the momentum a little bit. So I'm not going to make that mistake. I'm going to start with what the chief executive of this country can do by running the executive branch. So shutting down the Department of Education comes early. I'll go quickly on educational reform. So much to say, but I'll give you the bullets here. Basic redux. Shut it down. That $80 billion goes to the states, to the people, to fund underfunded school choice programs. That allows any parent to decide where they actually want to send their kids to school. That's, in many ways, I think, the civil rights issue of our time. Kids should not be trapped in the zip code that they're born into. Now, I'm for school choice on steroids. What do I mean by that? Well, it turns out that the schools that spend the most per student, those public schools, have the worst achieving results on a per student basis. That's mind-boggling. So I think when a parent then decides, they already have the money through school choice, through the voucher to move, if that school, as in New York City, the bad one's spending $40,000 per year per student, the good one is $20,000 or less, half the difference should travel with the kid, $10,000 that goes into that kid's account. Invest that according to normal returns, $10,000 per year, that's a $250,000 graduation gift for that kid when he graduates from high school. It's not even close, which is a better use of money. That or a teachers' union-laden bureaucracy, which, by the way, is the #1 factor that shackles public schools, that does not shackle private or charter schools, is those teachers' unions. Get rid of the teachers' unions, write the contracts in a way that prevent public teachers' unions from engaging in collective bargaining. Now we're talking transparency, choice. How do we get more transparency? If you're going to teach it in the classroom, put it on the internet. If you don't want to put it on the internet, you probably shouldn't be teaching it in the classroom. And then I think there's a room for a civic revival in our education too. And it is my view that, look, this is, as a first-generation American, my parents were immigrants, this is somewhat personal to me. I think that every 18-year-old who graduates from high school should have to pass the same civics test that every immigrant has to pass in order to become a naturalized citizen of this country. That's just a good thing for young people to know something about our country. And so that gives you a sense of how I think of radical educational reform for a system that's back to being about the achievement of our students rather than employment opportunities for the managerial class. Thank you. Appreciate that.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.